I'm Allison Hapendorf, and this is Signature Sounds. I'm hitting the road to explore both the history and the here and now of some of the best music cities in the country, and you're coming with me. Nashville, Tennessee. They call it Music City, USA because everywhere you go, there's music. Anyone with a song and a pick has a shot at making it, which is why all these musicians are lined up outside the legendary Bluebird Cafe where Garth Brooks and Taylor Swift were discovered. There's people already lined up outside. So what is that all about?
Monday nights are our open mic night. Anybody from anywhere can come and try and throw their name in the hat to play one song on this stage.
One song, one night could launch a career. Hopefuls like John and Chris from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and Ben, a Nashville native, migrate from all over the country just to play one song. And then I met Seth, who blew me away with his singing and songwriting, especially when I learned he'd written his song just last night.
I believe that something's going on, something bigger than me.
We came all the way from Sparta, Tennessee. It's about 100 miles east of here.
What made you drive the 100 miles to be here?
To play, just to be here and play.
It's like every time I get back up, it's like my need to breathe.
I was captivated by the courage of all these songwriters exposing both their art and themselves to a room full of strangers in this unassuming strip mall.
I wanna be a part of something here, yeah, that stands out. Thank you.
Nashville has been home to some of the most iconic American singers and songwriters in music, and just walking around, I could feel their legacy and the sonic stamp they left behind. Country used to be thought of as, you know, country. But now it's crossed over and gone mainstream, exploding as a global brand. I met up with my friend Cody Allen from CMT to discuss how country has taken over the country. So how do you explain this explosion of country music crossing over and becoming mainstream?
I think there's always a hunger in American music for the heart, and I think country always has a way of speaking to that.
Right.
Certainly, Lady Antebellum is the best example lately. Certainly Taylor Swift, even Carrie Underwood, well-written songs, as well as sort of the global media exposure of today's world. I mean, one great song can be heard lots of places, seen lots of places.
Lady Antebellum's Need You Now is a great song, but I wanted to know why so many people were connecting with the artists coming out of Nashville.
Even if you're not from the heartland or you don't live, you know, in one of the flyover states, everyone has a little bit of country in them, though. You know what I mean?
That's
it's like
true.
We all kind of want to go back home at the end of the day.
Pork plate, mild, turnip greens, barbecue beans. Enjoy.
I was about 800 miles away from my home in New York, but I still needed to get my fill of rock and roll roots. So I headed to the Rock Block on Elliston Place, lined with all the cool indie rock venues, where I met up with Nashville scene writer Adam Gold. Adam told me before bands like Kings of Leon and the Black Keys put Nashville on the rock radar, the city was commanded by a 20-year curse.
Nashville wasn't always thought of as a rock town. Then you have this band, you know, Jason the Scorchers. Jason the Scorchers used to be called Jason and the Nashville Scorchers.
They were the band that were going to put Nashville on the map.
But when they signed, you know, the label wanted them to take Nashville out of their name. So they dropped Nashville out of their name. The record did not go platinum. And since that happened, there's been this, you know, lore of like a Nashville curse, but no rock band would go platinum. When started this curse, which ended with, of all bands, Paramore, who are from Franklin, which is a suburb, you know, just outside the county line. 2 years after that, Kings of Leon went platinum. Jack White moved down, and of course, because Jack White, you know, moved down here, Black Keys moved down here. And
so I think the curse is over. Nashville is no longer a rest stop for bands on their way to the coasts. Musicians like Nick Brown of Mona are now nesting in Nashville, embracing the history and delivering old-fashioned rock and roll across the globe.
This is where we're at now, and right now, this is our stomping ground. Before I even moved here, I talked to some friends that have been here, you know, their whole lives. It's like they used to send demo tapes. If you're in a rock and roll band, they'd put a fake address from like LA or New York or Chicago or Seattle or whatever to make it seem more legit, because nobody wanted to listen to you're obviously not going to be real rock and roll if you're from Nashville. It was kind of the mentality. It's either, you know, gospel or country, and Now I think it's almost the opposite. It's like, oh, they're from Nashville, we'll listen to it. And there's definitely some sacred grounds here. I mean, and even just right down the street is where Bob Dylan recorded Nashville Skyline. This is like the same dust on my boots as, you know, Willie Nelson's or Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard. You go down the line. These guys were being madmen in the same rooms. These guys were, looking to the sky, asking the ultimate questions in the same room. So it's, can't say that about Nebraska or wherever. I mean, we kind of have a cool thing going here.
There's a cool thing going on here in Nashville. It's a warm, inspiring, and nurturing community of writers and musicians, which is why I'm gonna find myself some boots and stay a while.